Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Miami Comedy Podcast. Manny Garavito here once again to go live and seeing what your life is like. How did your Wednesday go? Did you have your best day today? Because I sure did. You know what I did? Not a goddamn thing. I went out over to Bayside today. I ordered a pizza. No, first I ordered a lobster sandwich. You know, what do they call a lobster roll? I ordered a lobster roll. Then I got a pizza because right, a lobster roll doesn't fill you up. 16 fucking dollars for a lobster roll. That shit is 3 bites. But god damn it, it's delicious. And nothing makes a lobster roll more delicious than day drinking. What's up, Trill? Pat PZ, Milacevedo, Pat Pz, Big Gucci, Vecino Alex. Wow, we got a lot of people jumping in. Kizzo, Curse and Blessings, Chipotle Peanuts. What the fuck? Montez, what's up, man? Chris Rowe over on Facebook. Hey, everybody. Welcome. I just had a good nap. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I had a good day today, man. I did some day drinking. I ordered some food. Hey, Corey. Hey, Solik. I went over to Bayside and I ordered a lobster roll, man. $16 deep, $18, not including the fucking Cape Cod chips or whatever the fuck. Right? And then right next door to Bayside, they have Let's Make a Daiquiri. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but this year I was sober up until about September. And then in October, that's when I knew the alcohol got me once again. That's when I knew I was going back to my old ways. You would think that after taking a year off of drinking, you're going to be like, I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to have a Bud Light and I'm going to call it a day. Nope, not after a year of drinking. Your body's like, get a fucking daiquiri, make it 2, and do a double shot in each. So there I am by Bayside, looking at the fucking crows eating up everything on the fucking ground. I felt like an alcoholic Snow White. To see all these birds around me feasting while I'm feasting, I felt in touch with nature. As a matter of fact, that's how Miami people get in touch with nature. When they're outside drinking in the sun and there's birds and squirrels around them. Thank you, God, for a wonderful day. What's up, man? Saw you at the Improv. You were great with Mario. Yeah, you didn't have to mention Mario. You could have simply just said, hey, man, you were great at the Improv. With Mario, though. Mario had to be there in order for that shit to be great. Let it be known. Shout out to Mario Ramil for putting me on that night. Thank you very much, Corey. What's up, Jonathan? Big Gucci. What's up, man? And alligators. Yeah, seeing the alligators hanging out in the oceans, right? That's nice to see. Hanging out. Just kidding, Corey. It's all good, man. He's a good friend of mine. We had a good time over at the Improv. Oh, man, I reminisce. You know what it is about being a comedian at my level, guys, that, most of the times where I go on stage, it's over at your favorite local bars in Miami. And, I do shows in front of people that don't even know a comedy show is going on, right? So you've got to do double the entertaining. It's a different kind of show. When you go do the Improv, people are there, they're clapping their hands, they're cheering you on. They want to see you kill. Be like, dude, I fucking bought $25 tickets to be here. I got a bottle on ice. Let's fucking see you kill, bro. Do it. Make us laugh, but in a good way. When you go do the fucking performances at the bar in the middle of the night, whole different vibe. Yo, man, I'm out here drinking 350 beers, bro. All right, I'm not having it on a Tuesday. You better be fucking funny if you're going to interrupt my Miller Lite session. Right? People, when they see you over at the bars, they're like, oh my God, who the fuck is this guy? Comedy? There's not even a poster up saying tonight was comedy night. What the fuck is this? I'm about to write a bad Yelp review. Did not know comedy night was happening on a Tuesday. Upset because I wanted to have a Miller Lite in peace. And now some guys up there working on bits. Hey, not a gypsy. So it's a different vibe. So get this. When you go out and you do those bar shows, right, where no one's expecting you, where no one knows who you are or rather gives a fuck about you going on stage, you actually get funnier doing that. Because by the time you get an opportunity to do the bigger shows, it's like you've already seen the trenches, man. I've already been there, bro. I'm fucking lifting the sticks. Do you know what it's like to see somebody vomit in the middle of your set right before a punchline and you're 10 minutes deep with another 5 to go and you got to either pretend like that didn't happen, acknowledge it, or include it in your bit. Somebody's just barfing right in front of you. You're like, yeah, I'm not going to say anything about that. So moving along, guys. So I was renting out an apartment the other day, right? And so like now you're trying to work out your jokes while everybody's living their own life at a bar. And then when you go hit the big stage and you're at the Improv, it just makes it easier. 200-300 people there, everyone's cheering you on, and then you make them laugh. You win. So if you ever plan on being a comedian, I highly recommend you go out to the dingiest bars, okay? And you work on your bits there, because that will make you an unstoppable comedian. All right. Montez says Street Fighter comedy. That's what it is. Yeah. As a matter of fact, it's you versus the audience when you do those kinds of gigs. And when, to be honest, man, look, here's the thing about comedy. It's either you're going up and you're making people that don't give a fuck about you laugh, or you're going up and you're making people that are eating at the palm of your hand laugh. And let me just say, if you learn how to do the first part, the second part is easy. Okay. Elijah Mahoney says, sounds like a sink or swim way to perfect your craft. Respect. And that goes with any kind of craft, Elijah. What's great about comedy is that a lot of people are very skeptical about that art, right? Like if somebody's crocheting, you can't deny them crocheting. They're like, all right, you're crocheting. Great job crocheting. But if you say, I'm a comedian, it's like, you a comedian? Get the fuck out of here, man. You ain't no fucking comedian. Get the fuck out, man. You ain't who told you were a comedian? It's almost like people get slightly offended that you want to be a comedian. Yo, man, who the fuck told you you were a comedian, bro? Get the fuck out of my face with that shit, man. You ain't no fucking comedian. You ain't funny, bro. You ain't fucking funny. And so when you make those people laugh, when you go on stage, it just gets easier and easier. Facebook user says, find the shitholes that are guaranteed to heckle you as an exercise. Ready with Heckler Holmes. Armed to the teeth with comeback. Find. Yeah. Whoever, you got your profile in private, so I can't see who wrote that. But yeah, I agree. When I first started doing comedy, guys, I'll go ahead and share this story. We'll go ahead and even though this is an old story, since this is a Wednesday, I figured why not? When I first started doing comedy, man, I brought 10 people to the Improv when it was over at Coconut Grove. All right. And in order for you to get 5 minutes, you got to bring 10 folks. So I had a girlfriend at the time, and she brought her friends, and I brought my family. So it's a group of my ex's friends and my family. It's 10 people. Okay. Now we came early, so the Improv sat them in the front row. Now they're in the front fucking row. I didn't know that. And the Improv over in Coconut Grove had this structure where when you're in the back, there's a bar. You can drink at the bar, and then you go to the green room. And then as soon as you open the green room, you're out on stage, right? It's like there's no preparation. It's like, all right, you open the door, you're on stage. People see you. So I'm in the back. I'm taking shots of Crown Royale. I'm drinking Blue Moons, and I'm watching the live feed of the comedians performing. And every time a comedian goes on, I listen to their jokes, and I'm like, I'm funnier than that guy. I've never been on stage, and I'm funnier than that guy. That guy's not funny. So I'm already acting like the shithole. I mean, the asshole looking at this shitty comedy. And I'm like, that guy's not funny. Who told that guy he was a comedian, bro? He calls that a joke. That ain't when you're drunk, you're thinking you're the shit. That guy ain't a fucking comedian, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm hilarious. I don't know what the fuck was going on in my head, but I thought I was funnier than every fucking open micer there. Right now, lo and behold, the alcohol, they put me on like 17th on the list or some shit. The alcohol's kicking in. I'm already getting blacked out, but nothing makes me more black out than as soon as I open the fucking door and that spotlight hits your face. And that's one of the things that a lot of people don't realize about the spotlight. The spotlight is always brighter than you think. Nothing will sober you up and make you drunker than seeing a spotlight shining on your fucking face. And you're just like, oh, shit. I'm in the big stage, baby, and I can't see a fucking thing. So I'll never forget when I opened the door and I got on stage, I was like, holy shit. Right? So I'm blocking my face. I'm going like, this is the first thing I do on stage. Manny Garavito. Oh, shit. Hey, what's up? All right. Yeah, blacking out and shit. And then what I do, I'll never forget it. I try to grab the microphone. And then when I pulled the microphone out of the mic stand, I hit my mouth with it like that. I was like, yo, what's going on? Poof, right? And I hit my face with it. And imagine 300 people hearing a thud in an auditorium where it's like, they see this guy on stage. He immediately goes like this, and then he grabs the mic and then he smacks his mouth with it. You can already feel the audience going like, you could feel the wincing. And bro, it was the most incredible feeling I've ever felt in my life. I've never felt energy like that. Like, if you guys believe in energy, all right, wait until you go on stage and you're bombing and there's 300 people. It almost feels like a fucking a black hole, right? It feels like a black hole and it's sucking you in. Because when I hit my mouth and I felt the audience wincing, it felt like I was being stretched into this black hole of nothing. Like, I can't get myself out of this, right? Like, oh shit, I'm gonna bomb. All right, so fast forward, I'm bombing. And I'm bombing hard. None of my jokes land for my entire set. There's no laughter, right? And I look out in the audience and I see my dad. Now, my dad doesn't speak English that well. And my dad is there just nodding his head. I'll never forget the look my dad gave me. He's just there looking at me and he's just nodding his head, smiling, like, look at my son. He's doing comedy. All right. And I remember when I'm there like talking like this, and I'm looking at my dad, and all he is doing is smiling and nodding like he's proud of me, even though I know he doesn't understand anything I'm saying. Like, he doesn't even know the concept of bombing. He's just seeing me go up and he's like, yeah, hey, man, he's doing comedy. I'm proud of you, son. I'll never forget that look he gave me, man, because it actually made me feel like, thanks, Dad. Thank you. Even though I'm fucking bombing. And so, whatever. I see my dad doing that. The show's over. I've realized I did 7 minutes of comedy. Okay, not 5. I think the reason why they only gave me 7 minutes was because I was bombing so much that eventually they were like, hey, don't give him the light yet. Don't give him the light yet. He's bombing so bad that it's actually entertaining. Give him another minute. Yo, this guy's bombing so bad, it's amazing. Damn, not one laugh, and this guy's still up there talking. That's crazy. He's not bailing. So they gave me an extra minute. And then next thing you know, I hear the song Hit the Road, Jack. Like, hit the road. Like, the DJ started playing Hit the Road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. I'll know, bro, fucking embarrassing. I was like, oh my God, what was that? Dude, and I went to the back. You know when you go up and people are like, yo, man, great set, bro. That shit was hilarious. That was awesome. Bro, when the show was over, I was outside. Nobody mentioned what happened. That's when you know you bombed, when they don't even want to talk to you about what you did. It's almost like you weren't even performing. It was somebody that looked like you. Yeah, that wasn't you. Yo, what's up, man? There was a guy on stage that looked just like you. Yeah, that was me. Yo, I'm giving you an out, man. Act like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because I never want to mention this with you again. It's embarrassing. Walter says, you got to have balls to keep going when you are doing bad. Yo, what's up with the immigrant Latino parents' lack of humor? I don't know. What's up, Alexi? Well, you have me dying tonight, though. Well, yeah, it's been 11 years in, Chris. Anyways, so after my set, the 10 people came out. Bro, they didn't even mention it. It's almost like it never happened. It felt bad, but I kind of liked it. I was like, yo, that was a pretty surreal experience. Like that. Like, I went up and bombed bad, like real bad. And I'm drunk and I have an $82 tab waiting for me. Like, there was so many things that was going through my head, and it was good and bad at the same time. But there was one friend of mine that actually he left. He didn't even stay. Like, he just left right after me. He closed his tab out and he left. And he called me. Like I remember it was late at night, and he called me and he goes, hey man, what was that? Like, as soon as I pick up the phone, I was like, hello, what's up, man? He's like, hey man, what was that? What was that? Why would you maybe come out to see you do that? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, that was really bad. Like, why would you pursue comedy? And it wasn't even like, it was no longer negative feedback. It turned into somebody trying to convince me not to do that again. Hey, Mignette. It was almost like a phone conversation where somebody was telling me, hey, don't ever try comedy again. It was almost like they were trying to talk bad about me, right? Like make me feel bad rather than like trying to make me feel good. Now, granted, I never talked to that fucker again because that guy turned out not to be a friend. He's kind of like a fake friend, like to kind of just be around. But one of the biggest lessons I've learned when it comes to dump that friend, done. This was back in 2010, 2009. And but there was something inside of me. It was like, dude, I don't have to go and bring 10 people in front of 300 people to do comedy. I could do a dingy bar, right? I could do a dingy open mic, 1 a.m. in front of 5 people and try this out. And then I've been addicted ever since. Lo and behold, MiamiComedy.com grew from that. And here I am now doing it in front of 6 people on virtual. Oh, so that was probably one of the worst days of my life. What was one of the best days of my life? I don't know. I've had so many. It's almost like I've had so many good days in my life that I don't remember any of them, but I know the feeling you get. You win the fight in the gym, not in the ring. Wow, Montez. Pretty deep. That's pretty deep, Montez. Not bad. I like it. But when it comes to good days, guys, here, I don't know. I want you guys to give me some feedback, okay? Because doing what I do, one of the best things about being a full-time comedian is the simple fact that you can have a day off whenever the fuck you want. You don't got to answer to nobody. I'm gonna take a day out. Hey, I'm taking a day out. You can look at yourself in the mirror and be like, hey, I'm taking a day off, bro. You ain't doing shit today. So I went over to Bayside. I got some food. I poured I had 2 fucking pina coladas, double shots. Right? I did a coaching session at 4, took a nap, went live right now. This is one of the best days of my life. It's that simple. If you appreciate the details, all right, you don't necessarily have to remember them, but if you appreciate the details, you can have amazing days, man. You know? Oh, what a wonderful day to see crows eating potato chips while you're half drunk in the middle of the ocean. Oh, wow. Yeah, I just had a wonderful day today, man. And, you know, I'm just glad. But I want to ask you guys this. I've already been to the Everglades, been to South Beach, been to Wynwood, been to Bayside, been to Brickell, right? What's a nice hidden gem that you would go to in Miami on your day off? Like, where would you guys go? Where would you guys go? AZN says, too much acid taught me lots. Well, I've never tried acid, but I've tried shrooms. You already know the story. What's up, Brickell Batman? I'd like to try acid. Butterfly World, the Mighty. I've been to the Mighty. I've blacked out at the Mighty. The Mighty blackout is more like it. Oh, because the Mighty has it. What I like about the Mighty, guys, and in case you guys don't know, it's a bar. It's a craft beer / full bar over in Coral Gables. What I like about the Mighty is that they have more drink options than they have food options. That's when you know you're going to black out. Okay. If you black out at a Chili's, if you black out at an Applebee's, you know, that's on you because you've got so much food options that if you decide to black out, you did that deliberately. You know, you could easily have 2 rum and cokes, 2 for 1, but then you can also have some chicken nachos and shit, you know, to dilute it. Okay, so if you're blacking out in those kinds of restaurants, you had that shit planned. Getting blacked out at a Chili's, a Flanagan's, or an Applebee's, that shit is planned in advance. Nobody goes and gets blacked out in those restaurants on purpose. If you are, you're a fucking sociopath. Who the fuck blacks out in those places, man? You know, it's a family restaurant that serves alcohol. Fine, but it's still a family restaurant. Kids are going there. If you get drunk at a place that has a kids menu, man, you've got to really reassess who you are as a person. Yo, that's so good, man. Let me write that one. Oh man, if you're getting drunk, if you're getting drunk, if you're getting blackout drunk in a place that has a kids menu, you got to take a look in the mirror. Yo, that's hilarious, man. Oh man. All right. So yeah. So if you get blacked out in these places, man, that's on you. You plan that shit. Okay. Now, if you get blacked out drunk at the Mighty, makes sense. It makes total sense, right? You go inside, they've got drinks all over the fucking walls. They got craft beers all over the place. And then when you look at the food menu, they've got like hummus and a hot dog. When there's a food menu and it's only one page long, just the front side, not the back, just the front. Okay. If you go to a bar and it only has a menu, there's only a menu with the front side on it and there's nothing else, get ready to black out. Get ready to fucking black out. Take a drive to Fish House in Key Largo. You won't regret it. I'll try it out. I actually been meaning to go to the Keys. What is it? The Fish House in Key Largo? All right, I'll go ahead and try it out. I've been trying to go there. Bar Nancy, I've only been there once. I don't really know much of it. Miami Comedy at Bar Nancy. I pitched it to them that one time. They didn't. I don't know. They never got back to me. So not to talk shit. So we'll just leave it at that. The Wharf. I've done a couple events at Wharf. I've done networking events at Wharf. But here's the thing, man. When it comes to the Wharf, I don't know what to tell you guys, man. But the Wharf, that's like you're gonna black out in around bouginess. What's up, W Blanco? So if you black out at Churchill's, you're in good company because everyone's there. Everyone there is blacked out with you, right? There's punk music playing or maybe jazz night playing. So if you're at Churchill's and you're blacking out, you're at home. You're comfy. You're amongst your peers. But if you black out at the Wharf, man, you're blacking out in front of millionaires with yachts and shit. You know, you're blacking out with women wearing like high heels and shit and fucking dresses. Yeah, the Wharf, I wouldn't recommend getting fucked up at the Wharf, man. I wouldn't recommend it. It's too high class. You know, if you black out, go to like Ted's Hideaway, go to like Big Mac's. Is it the Big Mac? I forget the name of it. Max Deuce over in South Beach. But blacking out at the Wharf, man, it's just too classy. You know what are you doing? You're blacking out at Sea Spice. Vanessa says, level up. Level up your blackout game. Go black out at Kiki at the River. That's where the real players black out. We black out on Dom Perignon, baby. None of this fucking vodka soda shit. Dom Perignon per person. Key Largo Fish House, great key lime pie, awful fish. Wow. The irony, too high class. Lucky Libra, brunch with Brittany. Oh, brunch with Brittany. Yo, if there's anybody out there that I'd like to get blackout drunk during brunch, is with Brittany. Shout out to Brittany. Brittany, let's black out. So blackout at 5-star locations only. Yo, I feel like having bougie blackout. Bougie blackouts. Oh shit. That's funny, man. Yeah. So, I mean, you know what it is about me, guys? I'm proud to say that when I black out, I leave. Like, I know, I don't think I've ever made an ass out of myself, at least not too much. Thankfully, whatever is happening in the back of my mind, I'm able to stop myself before it gets really bad. Because I've had moments where I don't even know how I got home, which is extremely dangerous, by the way. I don't recommend you guys blacking out. But the times that I have blacked out, I immediately go home. Like, I don't linger and drink more and make it worse. Like my brain is like, Manny, you don't know what's happening right now. Leave. Oh, okay, I better fucking leave. And I leave. before it gets worse. So thankfully, I kind of have that going for me. But blacking out is funny when you see somebody else blacking out, right? It's like, this guy's fucked up, right? But when you're blacked out, that's not fun. I hate that shit. All right, so I don't advocate blacking out. It's not good, and it's not healthy, and it's actually dangerous. AZN says teetering on one more drink or the Uber app. Wharf and C Spice are full of sleazy IG models and 40K a year millionaires. 40K a year millionaires. Yo, that's hilarious, Bricklebat, man. I love the way you say that. 40K a year millionaires. Dude, that's so true. All right, you guys want to know a secret? I don't work there anymore. Fuck it. I can go ahead and say it. All right, so remember how I told you guys I worked for a high-end restaurant? I was their marketing director. I was the marketing director for C Spice for like a good 6 months. I didn't like it because, it was too bougie. It wasn't my type. Justin Bieber showed up and the way they were treating, I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like being around 40K millionaires. I didn't like the feeling of being around this, we are upper class people and we're better than everyone else. It's like, man, fuck your hierarchy. You take a shit just like me. Go fuck yourself, right? Like, that's how I am around people that think they're better than you. It's like, dude, you're not better than anyone. We're both human beings, okay? And like, they don't want to talk to you because, whatever, they own a yacht or, it's like, dude, you're in debt. How are you better than me? You're in debt. You're paying $100,000 for your yacht. What's impressive about that? Oh, so you took an IG model and you took a photo. Oh, my bad. You're better than me. My bad. This guy got in debt $100,000 for a boat. He thinks he's better than me. My bad, player. My bad. So I just didn't like being around that, right? It's kind of like a weird, we're better than you, but then when you look at their lifestyle, they're actually worse. Like, you guys just do this for a living? Like, this is what you do? You guys just walk around and say, I'm better than you because you're having octopus by the river? What have you done for society? Well, I own an import-export company. I'm like, you haven't done shit. Fuck you. So, I don't like being around that fake bouginess. It's not my style. I like down to earth. I like realistic people. I like people that have a conversation. I like people that talk to people decently, right? All that shit. It's a good feeling, So when I was doing marketing there, just the way I had to communicate and the way I had to act, or rather pretend, I was doing, I was helping out with events there, and the people I met, they're very like, so, and then I told them that you just get the better. Like, Jesus. Can somebody get this guy on my fucking face, please? I didn't like being, it was actually very exhausting. Anyways, so when I quit my job, and that place was so toxic that even the people there were telling me, hey, man, that letter you wrote to resign, we admired that. We admired the way you quit the way you did, man. The letter was just so well written. I think I inspired some people to quit too. What's up, AZENT? All right, let's get down to our sponsors, guys. So this show is sponsored by LU Venus, a badass health insurance agent helping individuals, families, small business owners find the health plan they need, whether it be Medicare, Medicaid, group plans, ACA, Obamacare. If you've got health insurance questions, he's got health insurance answers. Reach out to my boy. Open enrollment is coming, right? Or closing, rather. That's eliu.binas@ushadvisors.com. And for our second sponsor, it's miamicomedy.com/shop. If you guys said, oh, wait, I'm reading something else. You said they are all in import-export. No, I just meet people that say they're in quote-unquote import-export, and then it kind of sounds like they're doing something illegal. I don't know. Anyways, if you guys want to support this podcast, we are in need of new equipment. Not only equipment, but also advertising to help you find friends to partake in these shows. Okay, we're trying to make an interactive show here. And in order for Miami Comedy virtual shows to be interactive, we need not only the equipment, but also the means to advertise to bring those that want to interact with us. Okay, so to do that, I'm asking for you guys to contribute by purchasing a shirt over at our shop. Now, I've made these Miami comedy shirts. I know you can't see them because Instagram acts up, but they exist. All right. They're handmade. All right. Screen print shirts. Okay. And if you guys want to help us get to the next level in our shows, go to miamicomedy.com/shop, get yourself a shirt. And once you've got that shirt, that will be reinvested in either advertising or equipment. All right, miamicomedy.com/shop for all your Miami comedy needs. Some Venezuelan with oil money who brought a visa, import-export biz. Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know. Is that what they do? Brickle Batman says, Chroma Key is fucking it up with the t-shirt. I know. I don't know what to do. I don't own Instagram. You know, have you ever tried to get in contact with Instagram? Getting in contact with Instagram is you're probably better off getting in contact with the president himself. Hell, even the president will send you back an automated letter saying, hey, thank you for reaching out. As a fellow American, I also like to let you know that your concerns are my concerns, right? Instagram, you fucking be like, hey, I can't access my account. Well, then you're going to have to create a new one. Well, then fuck off. All right, you're done. Your account is over. I just need the password. You think we're going to give you the password? I own this account. Well, if you don't know the password, you don't own the account anymore. Getting in touch with Instagram is the worst. Getting in touch with any social media channel, they don't have customer service. You think they're going to invest in customer service? It's free. You know what I mean? Anyways, I digress. All right, guys. So what else do you guys want to talk about? Let's go ahead and wind it down here at the 40 mark. If you guys have any topics for tonight before I sign off, go ahead and put it in on the chat. We'll riff on it as a group. If not, we'll end it here. I don't mind. I can leave early. You know, I had a day off. I could take half a show as well, right? Win-win. Montez says, real big money rolls discreetly. Nothing to prove. Yeah, exactly. I'm the wealthiest I've ever been in my life right now. You know, that's not saying much. But I've made better decisions in 2020, and I'm feeling like I don't have to ball out in order. Well, I think I talked about this in a previous podcast, Montez. There's loud money, and then there's quiet money. So the same way there's new money and then there's old money, there's also loud money and quiet money. Loud money is like, you know, I got to get the new kicks, got to get these Air Forces, right? Got to pull up in the Lambo, got to hold up this bottle, right? That's loud money. We're loud that I'm successful. Quiet money is, yo, get yourself a Honda, man. Get a Honda, bro. Get a used certified Honda. Go out, fucking make as much money as you can while you have that Honda. And when you get money, put 30 to 50% in investments. That's quiet money. Shh, right? And then you build that shit up, right? And then it comes to a point where one day you just have so much wealth accumulated that you can't be quiet no more. And it's like, oh, you guys woke up the giant. We're going hard now. We're going to Whole Foods instead of Publix today, guys. Oh, shit. Big roller walking into Whole Foods. All right. So, yeah, you guys got nothing. We'll end it there. Thank you guys for tuning in. All right. 6 p.m. every single day. We go live to talk to you about anything you want. All right. Go ahead and tell your friends about our growing virtual comedy club, miamicomedy.com/group. All right. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody.